Commitment. It's a powerful word, isn't it? It means dedication. It means showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It means pushing through the tough times, the moments of doubt and the obstacles that stand in your way. It's the bridge between setting a goal and actually achieving it. Think about it, we all set goals. We all have dreams and aspirations that we want to turn into reality. We want to be healthier, make more money, learn a new skill, or improve our relationships. These goals are common, but achieving them requires more than just desire. But how often do we actually follow through? How often do we let distractions, excuses, and setbacks derail our progress? Commitment is what separates dreamers from doers. It's the unwavering determination to keep moving forward no matter what. It's the engine that drives progress. It's the fuel that keeps us going when the going gets tough. Without it, our goals remain just that, goals. They stay as unfulfilled dreams lingering in the back of our minds. So how can we harness the power of commitment and make our dreams a reality? Let's explore by setting clear, achievable goals, creating a plan of action and staying dedicated to that plan. We can turn our dreams into reality. It's about taking that first step and then the next until we reach our destination. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want it all, and we want it now. This mindset is pervasive, affecting not just our desires, but also our ambitions. This desire often spills over into our goals. We create extensive lists, each item representing a dream or aspiration we hope to achieve. We set our sights on multiple targets, thinking we can achieve everything at once. The allure of accomplishing many things simultaneously is strong. We tell ourselves we'll start eating healthy, hit the gym 5 days a week, learn a new language, and write a book, all at the same time. Sound familiar? It's a common scenario for many of us. This initial excitement is like a sugar rush. The thrill of starting new projects and setting ambitious goals gives us a temporary high. It feels great at first, but quickly leads to a crash. The enthusiasm wanes and reality sets in. We become overwhelmed, our energy dwindles, and our motivation fades. The weight of too many commitments starts to take its toll. The truth is, trying to change too many things at once is a recipe for failure. Our brains are not wired to handle so many significant changes simultaneously. It scatters our focus and makes it nearly impossible to make meaningful progress in any area. Instead of moving forward, we find ourselves stuck, unable to make headway in any of our goals. When you try to do everything at once, you spread yourself too thin. You end up with diluted efforts, divided attention, and increased stress. This often leads to frustration, burnout, and ultimately, quitting. Your initial enthusiasm fades, and you find it hard to maintain the same level of commitment to multiple tasks. Instead of trying to run 3 businesses at once, start with one. Dedicate your time and energy to making it successful. Once you've built a strong foundation and it's running smoothly, then consider starting a second business. This focused approach increases your chances of success. The same applies to social media. Instead of trying to juggle multiple platforms, focus on mastering one. Build your audience and engagement on that platform first. Once you've established a strong presence, you can expand to other social media channels. This way you're not spreading yourself too thin. The same applies to your diet. Instead of overhauling your entire eating habits overnight, start by making one small change, like adding a vegetable to your dinner. Once that becomes easy, add another healthy change. This gradual approach makes it easier to stick with your diet in the long run. The key to success lies in prioritization. By focusing on one goal at a time, we can channel our energy and resources more effectively. Achieving a single goal provides a sense of accomplishment and builds momentum for future successes. Once we achieve one goal, we can then move on to the next with renewed confidence and clarity. This balanced approach not only helps in achieving our goals, but also ensures we maintain our well-being and avoid burnout. Reflecting on our progress allows us to appreciate how far we've come and adjust our strategies for future goals. Clear and focused goal setting is the antidote to the trap of too many goals. It empowers us to achieve more by doing less, but doing it better. Let's take the example of fitness goals. Every year, millions of people set out with the intention to transform their bodies and improve their health. January rolls around and gym memberships skyrocket. The gyms are packed with eager individuals, all motivated by their New Year's resolutions. Everyone is energized and ready to become the best version of themselves. The atmosphere is electric, filled with determination and hope. Fast forward a few weeks, and the initial excitement starts to wane. The once bustling gym begins to see fewer faces. The early morning workouts become a chore. The snooze button becomes more tempting than the treadmill. The strict diet feels restrictive. The joy of eating is replaced by the monotony of meal plans and calorie counting. Slowly but surely, people start skipping gym sessions, finding excuses to avoid the effort. They begin indulging in old eating habits, seeking comfort in familiar, unhealthy foods. And eventually, many give up altogether. The dream of a healthier lifestyle fades away. This pattern is not limited to fitness, it extends to various aspects of life. It happens with learning a new instrument, mastering a language, or any new endeavor. Building any new habit requires sustained effort and commitment. The initial burst of enthusiasm is often short-lived. The initial enthusiasm often gives way to boredom, frustration, or a feeling of being overwhelmed. The key to success lies in perseverance, pushing through the tough times and finding joy in the journey, not just the destination. Why does this happen? Our brains are wired to seek comfort and avoid pain. When we take on too much, the discomfort of change becomes overwhelming. Our brain, seeking the easier path, convinces us to quit. We start making excuses. I'm too busy, I don't have time, it's too hard. These excuses are simply our brain's way of protecting us from the perceived pain of effort and change. So, how do we overcome this? The key is to make the change feel manageable. Instead of trying to overhaul our entire lives overnight, we need to start small. Imagine trying to climb a mountain. You wouldn't expect to reach the summit in a single leap. You'd start with small steps, one at a time. The same principle applies to achieving our goals. Instead of aiming for a complete transformation, focus on making tiny, incremental changes. These small wins, though seemingly insignificant, have a powerful cumulative effect. For example, instead of vowing to hit the gym 5 days a week, start with just 2. Instead of overhauling your entire diet, focus on incorporating 1 healthy meal a day. Remember the story of the tortoise and the hare? The hare, confident in his speed, dashed off, leaving the slow and steady tortoise far behind. Yet it was the tortoise, with his consistent, persistent effort, who ultimately won the race. This fable holds a powerful lesson for us. It's not about being the fastest or the most talented. It's about consistent effort, day after day. It's about committing to the small steps, knowing that they will eventually lead us to our destination. The beauty of starting small is that it builds momentum. Each small win, no matter how insignificant it may seem, reinforces our commitment and motivates us to keep going. As we experience the positive effects of these small changes, our confidence grows and we become more willing to take on bigger challenges. The key is to focus on consistency over intensity. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. There will be days when you falter, when you want to give up. But it's on those days that your commitment will be tested. So what are you waiting for? Choose one small goal, something you can commit to doing consistently. Write it down and track your progress. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Ask yourself, what is one area of my life where I want to see improvement? What is one small step I can take today to move towards that goal? Remember, the power to change your life lies within you. All it takes is the courage to start and the commitment to keep going.